guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Auntie Tay. If you guys are new here, that's who I am, and if you're not, welcome back. Alright, today we're using the product that I'm obsessed with right now, which is from Diamond Dots brand, and it's the double-sided sticky. It is in my Amazon store, or you can get it at Joann's. If you don't have a Joann's around you, link is in the description on where to get it on joanns.com, so check that out. Alright, I love it because you can use a Cricut with it and you can just cut out designs, but it is kind of finicky to cut out a specific shape. So today I'm going to show you how to take something and turn it into an SVG so that you can cut the exact shape that you need. So I found these masks on Amazon, and they're a little small because they're for kids, but if you have a mask that you want to fit, or if you want to do these masks, we have the SVG file for these masks because I created them in this video, and then I share anything that I make with our members to use personally or commercially if you have that membership. So we're going to do the Hulk one in this video. I'm going to take this and we're going to show you how to photograph it, take it into Illustrator, turn it into an SVG, size it, cut it out of the double-sided sticky, and then use it to bling. Now you're going to be seeing me use the double-sided sticky and the regular Diamond Dots material a lot because it is fabulous to use when you don't want to have glue, you want to have your kids help you bling. So there's a lot of really great reasons to keep the sandwich sticky, and that's what it's called, sandwich sticky, not double-sided sticky, but it's the same thing basically. We used it for my play button. We're going to be using it a lot more, so let me know in the comments down below any other thing that you want to see me use it on. But right now we are going to go over, this is a complete design with me video, because this is a really cool trick to know if you want to know how to turn things into SVGs that are in real life. We did this with the Loungefly bags, so if you're here because you watched the Loungefly bag video and you wanted to know how to do that, it's the same thing, we're just doing it on the masks. So you would take a picture of the Loungefly bag and import that. So let's get going. So first I laid my masks out so that they had space around them so that when I took pictures of them, nothing was overlapping. I took a picture of all of them, and then I decided that I wanted to take individual pictures of each one and thought that that would be easier. So I just slowly took one of each, making sure that they were in the frame completely and that they were nice and crisp. Okay, so I airdropped them to my computer. However you want to get them onto your computer, you can. And then you're gonna need to open Illustrator. Now I took the photo like this to start, and I decided I wasn't sure if I could get the exact dimensions and sketch all around the parts that I wanted very well. So what I'm gonna do is do one at a time. So they come in pretty large, so I'm just gonna skew them down a little bit and get them right side up. We will just do this one together and then you can do the rest. You will need to know how to use the pen tool, which I believe I have a video on how to use the pen tool. If not, I'll try to get it up by then. Okay, so what we want to do now is use the pen tool to outline the parts that we want to bling. I think I will do all three just so that the SVG has all three, even though I personally am only going to be blinging the black portion. You can also see that I accidentally got the elastic strap back here, so try not to do that. I'm gonna try to visually see where this actually goes to create the SVG. And since these are the same on both sides, I really only need one side, and you can duplicate it afterwards, and sketch it. So we're gonna do that. So I'm gonna take my pen tool and I'm just going to trace around the image. I'm actually gonna use the curvature tool because I started using that and I really like it. So I'm just gonna go onto the point and kind of find my next point, and then this will start to curve along the black part, and then I'm going to actually come over here and turn off the fill, and then I'm going to continue along here. The difference between the curvature tool and the pen tool is you have to tell the pen tool where to go specifically. I'm gonna double click here because it's a harsh turn. Whereas the curvature tool tries to kind of guide itself around your photo. I'm double clicking here. If you want a more in-depth tutorial on the curvature tool, let me know. And I will go into like exactly how I'm using it. So I'm just gonna end this off, and you'll notice when I go to the end, it tries to make this little loopy, but I'm gonna double click and it's gonna make a sharp turn. And then what I wanna do is grab my grabber tool, which it's right out of the frame, but I'm gonna just make the fill a color, just to give it a color so I can see the shape. And since we're using the glue, actually, I want to send this to back because we have to do the eyeball as well. So arrange, send to back, and then I'm gonna go in and do this portion. So let's go back to the curvature tool. Oh, wow, this is really, okay. I'm pretty sure this is the eyeball. So I'm gonna go here and let this curve. It's gonna maybe have a hard time finding that curve only because that black, but it did a pretty good job. So I'm gonna double click to get that harsh turn, click about here, and keep going around, and double click to make that a sharp turn. And I'm gonna make this fill white. So this is kind of an advanced tutorial. It's definitely an Illustrator tutorial. Okay, so I'm gonna move this out of the way completely, and what I wanna do is shift click these, and I'm going to raster size it. I'm gonna go up to Object, Raster Size, click OK, and then I'm going to go, I have my image trace window open. If you need to find that, it's under Window, Image Trace right here. I'm going to sketch art this, but I'm gonna change it to color. And I want to ignore white. I'm gonna let it do its thing first. And then I'm going to click ignore white. Oh wait, I already had it clicked. I'm gonna let it do its thing. And then I'm going to re-click it now. Re-click ignore white. And we're going to go up to Object, Expand, click OK, and now it is a shape. I'm just going to click Command 8 just to make sure it's one solid path, a cut path. And then I'm going to Command C, Command V, right click, transform, reflect, vertical, and now we have two of them. So you can see that I want to make sure that they fit right on here exactly how they are. And they're not the same on the actual mask. I was afraid of that. So I'm just gonna make sure that this fits on here well. Mindhunter, he's slopping up his water right now. Always has to do something when I'm filming. So I'm just gonna make this a little smaller to fit the actual mask that we are making this with. This is the mask I got on Amazon, and I am creating this SVG for my members, so they will have this. And since I'm using the double-sided sticky, which is kind of stretchy, I think this will be perfect. It'll work perfect. So I think I'm gonna leave this like this. I think it'd be a little extra to try to do the middle as well. So I'm gonna delete this photo. I'm going to group these by dragging over and clicking group. They will cut, if they're in design space, they will cut separately. They're just grouped. They're not attached or compound paths, so I can manipulate them to save space on my cutting material. Okay, I'm going to File, Save As. Oh wait, who is this guy? Who is this guy? I'm really bad at the Marvel characters. It's not Iron Man, because Iron Man's right here. Anyways, I'm gonna call it Superhero Mask 1. And SVG, save, okay. And then it is ready for my members, and I'm gonna bling this in the rest of the tutorial. So if you are wondering what I'm doing with this, make sure to watch the Superhero Blinged Mask tools. Otherwise, I'm not sure what else you would use this SVG for, but that was how to turn a photo into an SVG. And here's a hack. I measure in centimeters, and then, hey Alexa, what's 13.8 centimeters in inches?
13.8 centimeters is 5.43 inches.
So then I resize it to 5.43 or whatever the centimeters were, and then I continue to cut it out of my double-sided sticky. So this part I've shown quite a few different times in how to do things, but you'll see that it works really well. One thing that I noticed is if you accidentally do it upside down, or you peel off one way or another, and your design is not exactly symmetrical, it can be a little finicky. But it worked out really good, and so I just applied these. This would be a great thing to give to a kid so that they can bling their own costumes. Landis actually helped me bling these while she was watching a movie, and it worked out perfect. And then I've just used coordinating glitter colors to fill in all the gaps, and I used a dry brush to brush off any of the glitter to get it all in the cracks, but then also to dust it off of the rhinestones. And then here's my favorite hack for cleaning up glitter, is to use slime.